Hello and welcome to another update video on gold. Actually, I would love to start with a larger time frame view because I think a lot of you will appreciate the bigger picture. Yeah, so we'll take a look at the gold spot long term. Maybe we'll also take a quick look at gold, Bitcoin, gold, silver. Why not? Why not? Let's start with them or I'll forget about it. Gold, silver, the thesis was, and I showed it to you I don't know, a while ago, that a wave 2 bounce should start from here. That seems, it might be unfolding. It's a bit early days, but you see here gold, silver is moving in this channel. And we have started to see a bounce. We had several touch points here already. And this was just the obvious one to start the wave 2. 87, 74 to 99, 98 could be the resistance zone, which means we might see gold silver go up, so the gold silver ratio, and it should ideally be an ABC structure. Now again, a bit early to say, but that is sort of what I would actually like to see. Yeah, now let's also take a look at gold, Bitcoin, Bitcoin gold. I'm tracking Bitcoin gold. Also here, the idea was that long term, yeah, you could say, I mean, it kind of, those of you who are following the crypto channel, I mean, you guys know that in a bear market, a Bitcoin bear market, Bitcoin gold usually goes down. So, I mean, it might have started, right? We broke out of this channel to the downside, or not the channel, but this trend line to the downside. But then we had reached a point here, previous swing lows, where it just became obvious that we could start a bounce. And so maybe we started the wave 2 now. The standard resistance here on this chart, let's start add the resistance here. It's between 28.25 to 33.56. So let's see, it could just be a test of this trend line, but that continues to play out for now. What I actually wanted to show you is gold spot, but I know I often get requests for these additional charts as well, so why not? So this shows you the two pathways here on the spot chart that we've been tracking. This fourth wave in the white scenario was due. I'm tracking that on the smaller time frame as Roman numeral 4. Again, maybe we can just do that here as well. It's just different wave degrees, so but basically on the smaller time frame, I'm tracking this as wave 4, and then we can still get one more high. Here on this chart, ideally, the price would avoid a decisive break below 3,815. Now on the futures chart that I'm using to track the short term, the levels are slightly different. I mean, it's not a great difference, but they are slightly different. So the pattern should be the same. So I'm tracking here a wave 4 pullback. This should be an ABC structure to the downside. Needless to say that the larger bounce I wanted to see as a, I mean, I so far have not expected this correction to be complete, right? But what I wanted to see was a bit more of a clearer bounce before going down. So it just indicates the weakness at the moment here. So this is basically what we're tracking, right? An ABC structure. Could go maybe one, could form one more low in that C wave. Now the thing is, if we can't find support in this upper support area before breaking below 3,815, or if the next bounce is clearly corrective, it'll likely morph into this orange scenario. And on the spot chart then, because it could then be a B wave bounce, and we form a larger degree wave 4. That is basically the wave 4 in the orange count, that I think unfolded here in July, but it was quite small compared to the wave 2 back in October 23. So I said, well, maybe we just skipped the degree and maybe this wave 4 is now still unfolding, right? And we're now in it, but we don't know yet. It depends on the reaction to the next support level. And then support is much lower. But I don't expect it to necessarily test 2,817. But we might, I mean, if it does this, A, B, C, it could hit, maybe 3,560 or maybe this area again of the July lows. Now, you saw the photos of people probably queuing in front of the bullion dealers, like the gold dealers. And I mean, those queues, maybe they marked a significant top. I mean, I don't expect this entire rally to be over yet, to be honest. but we should be quite close, as this shows. We should be quite close, like probably 99% there, 95%. I don't know. It has not broken any support, so I still watch for higher prices. Yeah, but for now we are stuck in a correction. That correction was not unexpected. Yeah, it took a little while to unfold after all these extensions. Now, this is the short-term chart. You see also this larger wave 4. You see the Fibonacci support area. It's actually not too different. 3,817. Yeah, so that's the 50% retracement here. And I'm tracking, yeah, as I said, Roman numeral 4 on the futures chart here. I'm tracking this as an A, B, C structure to the downside. And that C wave could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the wave 4 bounce might still happen. Now I've changed this slightly from yesterday. And the reason is just because it could not find support. So as I said to you before, I don't expect this correction to be over yet, but I was watching still for a broader B wave bounce. Didn't happen. So it's just quite weak then, yeah. And the C wave down is still unfolding. So I have to assume, yeah, that we are in wave CO4. And the C wave could get one more lower high, one more lower low. Nearest resistance for this internal wave 4 bounce is between 3,997 and $4,027. So only a break above this zone would open the door to a larger low, to be confirmed. That might, however, mean that we're only starting that orange B wave. So it will really depend on the structure. For now, to really get a nice, to get a nice and complete ABC down, A, B, C, I'd like to see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So interesting to see over the coming sessions if the market can break above this resistance. For now, if we test it, pay attention to these levels, 3,997 to 4,027, maybe one more low. And then from here, maybe a small 1-2 setup, which means a rally and a higher low. I was already watching for a 1-2 setup here, but it broke below support. Okay, so that shows the weakness. It wasn't ready yet, basically. It wasn't ready yet. Maybe it'll be ready down here in this region. I mean, I have to say, usually the 38.2 retracement here is typically an ideal target for a fourth wave. So it's now done what it needed to do overall in this wave 4. Up here, not really, but I was still watching for a larger bounce at least. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if it might just need one more low. So I'm going to track that. For those of you who want to follow, like let's say every single day, I cover gold in our stocks membership. I put the link into the comment section. It's the Patreon link that takes you to our Discord server, and there you get additional updates on gold, silver, and there are even some platinum, palladium updates as a bonus. But the focus is on the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. But yeah, gold and silver are included as well, including the live charts in the higher tiers. Thanks so much. I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.